Revelation chapter 4, Unveiling, Vision of God's Throne in Heaven. God's Throne in Heaven. A vision of God's throne in heaven represents God's ultimate rule and judgment over all creation. The throne is surrounded by a sea of glass, like crystal, and is associated with lightning, thunder, and voices. The focal point of worship, with living creatures and elders constantly praising God. 4 living creatures with 6 wings, covered in eyes, are depicted as praising God with the words, Holy, Holy, Holy. The throne is not a temporary seat, but a permanent and unshakable representation of God's sovereign rule. John is invited into heaven and sees God seated on a throne, surrounded by 24 elders and 4 living creatures. These beings worship God, acknowledging His worthiness to receive glory, honor and power because He created all things. The 24 elders sitting on thrones suggests they hold positions of authority and judgment. Dressed in white garments and wearing golden crowns, symbols of victory and righteousness. They are seen offering prayers and singing praises to God, suggesting that they are intimately involved in the worship and service of God. The throne is surrounded by a rainbow and 24 other thrones occupied by elders dressed in white robes and wearing golden crowns. John also sees 4 living creatures full of eyes in front and behind, each with 6 wings. In front of the throne is a sea of glass like crystal. Surrounding the throne are the 4 living creatures and the 24 elders who fell down before God, casting their crowns before the throne. They declare God's worthiness to receive glory, honor, and power, because He created all things and by His will they were created. The 24 elders in the book of Revelation represent the fullness of God's redeemed people. They are seen in the Old Testament and New Testament saints, and are often associated with themes of worship, redemption, and the unity of God's people. The 24 elders symbolize the complete church, both from the Old and New Testaments. The number 24 is often seen as a combination of the 12 tribes of Israel and the 12 apostles. They represent all those who have been redeemed by Christ's sacrifice, who lived before Christ and those who lived after. God's throne in heaven.